Namaskar class, this is Jeevan Devarshi Awasthi. Today topic dissolution of firm. Section 39 of Indian Partnership Act 1932 states that the dissolution of partnership firm among all the partners of the partnership firm is the dissolution of the partnership firm. The dissolution of partnership firm ceases the existence of the organization. Following are the way in which dissolution of partnership firm takes place. Dissolution by agreement, dissolution by notice. Dissolution by agreement means a firm may be dissolved if all the partners agree to dissolution. Also, if there exists a contract between the partners regarding the dissolution, the dissolution may take place in accordance with it. When the partnership is at will, the dissolution of a firm may take place if any of the partners gives a notice in writing to the other partner stating his intention to dissolve the firm. Compulsory dissolution. It is the third type. The dissolution of firm takes place compulsory due to insolvency of all the partner or all but one partner has its makes them incompetent to enter into a contract when the business of the firm become illegal due to some reason, when due to some event it become unlawful for the partnership firm to carry its business. When certain contingency happen, the dissolution of the firm takes place subject if the firm is formed for a fixed term on the expiry of the term, the firm is formed to carry out specific venture. Dissolution by court. A partner can demand partnership dissolution and the law will allow the dissolution only under this condition. A partner incapability to work, breach of the agreement by a partner. When a partner is mentally unstable and the misbehavior of partner that impacts the partnership. Consequences of dissolution containing liability of partner after dissolution, containing authority of partner for the purpose of winding up, right of partner to enforce winding up, liability to share personal profit, where a partner contract is rescinded for fraud, the partner mislead also has a right to claim damages for fraud, return of premium if a partner has paid a premium or entering into partnership for a fixed term. Such a partner shall be entitled to repay of retainable amount of premium for the unexpired period except where the dissolution, where a partner or his representative has bought the goodwill of the firm, he can use the firm name.